Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It is my opinion and my opinion only. Oh, wait, what do we have here? Now, y'all, I was going to react to this over on my other page, but I thought I'd bring it over here first, right? Because a lot of people in the comments have been asking, girl, what do you think about this? Who did I marry and this whole saga? And I'm thinking, I've been watching, I've been keeping up. Now, let me say this, okay? Number one, my opinion is not always going to be the popular opinion. I just give the opinion from what I see out of my own two eyes, okay? And through life experiences. That's number one. Number two, I am a advocate watcher of the series Who the Bleep Did I Marry? That I do watch on, the HBO Max app. I have watched every last single one of them. And when I tell you, those stories really, really differ from these stories. If you ever watch the real true, who the F that I married, you will also see that they were people who lost their lives, the people who lost their children, people who lost their homes, people who were abused. There were people who had acid poured in their face, set on fire. Scammed, broke, bankrupt. It was always like gut wrenching of who did I marry. So when I was listening to this young lady's story, it wasn't gut wrenching, right? It wasn't like, you married a pathological liar, big whoop. That's what I really, really, really thought, right? So anyways, you guys are probably familiar with the story. I've been seeing lately that she was on the Tamron Hall show. She was also on Good Morning America. And I'm going to tell you something with Good Morning America. They asked a big question in this series, right? She told everyone, just like she did out here in her TikTok series, that when she first met him, not only did he fix her tire, he took her to nice dinners, and for a year or so, he had paid all the bills in her house. So he, seemed as though he was successful, and he promised her a car, a house, and a trip to Paris, okay? So these are things she was very upset that she didn't receive. But the question that they asked her was, did you fall in love with him initially thinking that he had money? She says, maybe just a little bit, but not really. Yes, girl, keep it all the way real. You met this man. He was okay looking. He was, telling you he was about his business. He was showing you stuff that you had never seen in any other relationship. And he was telling you that he had money and making you promises. So that is what left you wide open in the beginning. Then all of a sudden, like she said, they get married and things start unraveling, right? They get married. That's my first thing. Y'all meet on a Facebook dating site. You get married to a man. You don't run no background check. And if she would have ran a background check, she would have seen that he had a long criminal history, right? Impersonating an officer, some theft, some this, some that. It would have been, out there in the open. She would have known, right? That he obviously didn't have a job like what he was saying he did by his background. I just think as a woman, before, even if you're with this person for years, but if you meet him somewhere, we're talking about her story, off a dating app, they're on several dating apps, and then within no time you decide to get married, that maybe running a background check should be something that everybody does to each other before they get married, right? But anywho, she goes to say that it just falls apart, right? He just they get married and they get pregnant and she has a miscarriage and he's got this second phone and he's got this business. He wasn't able to drive her to the doctor. She had to call the second phone, which was an associate. It was a big bunch of lies, okay? But this is my thing. Does this qualify as a who the F did I marry? If you compare it to the series, does it qualify? Now, let me just say this. I know a lot of people are saying, what a gut-wrenching story, which being in love with a liar, marrying a liar, yeah, that's heartbreaking. But I'm just so happy that it wasn't a story of abuse. It wasn't a story of someone losing their life, someone going. Now, a lot of people are taken to the story. They're like, oh, well, this is tragic. Let's get her to have the luxury car. Let's get her to go on a trip. Let's do all of this. She's an inspiration. Now, let me just say one thing. I don't find inspiration in this, right? I don't find inspiration in a woman thinking that she's less than, okay? And in this situation, she did. She's even said it, right? She said, hey, I just wanted to be loved. I felt like it was my time. I didn't want to break up with him through all the red flags because I just didn't want to be alone. I didn't want people to laugh. I didn't want people to say I told you so. I didn't want people to get on my case. Also, she said she felt like her biological clock was ticking. She wanted to have kids. It was just something that she wanted so bad that she ignored everything. And I'm sorry, when I think of this, I just think, wow, sometimes God gives you answers and symbols to, exit stage left. And we've all fell in love with that one person that has really taken us right, left, up, down, and side to side. She has also said on Tamara Hall shows that she has been in, other relationships that were not good. So sometimes, no matter what it is, you have to take your life lessons that you learned and apply them to every situation. In this case, wanting to just be a mother and a wife was not good enough to put all your morals on the back burner. And yes, everybody does want love. Now, to go off topic for a second, Legion, the man, that was being accused, he's had his ex-wife come out and speak and kind of say the same things that she did. He's come out saying that he wants to take legal actions, that she's lying on him, that the relationship actually ended because she was cheating, and that, he had a good job and all this other stuff. And you could tell that he is, what she said he was, a narcissistic, pathological liar. But at the end of the day, guess what? You fell for it with all of the signs being right in your face. And that's what I feel bad for, is that she didn't have enough confidence and she didn't have enough grace to see it and try and move around, right? But anywho, this fella is saying he's going to take her to court. We'll have to wait to see. All I know is she done turned her story into millions and millions and millions of views and lots of money and lots of interviews and lots of everything else. And one thing I can really say is, girl, I ain't no hater, right? So I'm gonna be the first to say, do what you gotta do. Tell your story, and however it ends up, whether it's with a lot of money, a new man, or whatever, girl, make your bank and what you gotta do out of it, because that's what you are chosen to do, right? Now, y'all, I don't know what y'all think about this situation. I know my opinion is not popular, but I will see you guys in the comments below.